came down to spray the fruit trees before I started weeding in these fiber forest beds and decided to take a quick video of what we have growing and what's doing well and what's not quite taking off the way we'd hoped. This has got a bed of lance-leafed Coreopsis and Dyer's chamomile. The goats have managed on several occasions to reach their head through, even though there's that mulch border, wood chip border along the edge. They can still reach in, and they've eaten the tops back several times on the Coreopsis. And I didn't realize that there was one that actually had survived, but it fallen over. But these lance-leafed varieties seem to be doing a little bit better. The Japanese beetles have been a pain this year, so I find myself using neem oil and pyrethrin, which are organic approved, but I normally don't like to spray, not as intensely, but we've had to because they've really gone through and cleared out so many of our leaves from these new trees. In particular, they've loved the plum trees. This one here is an apple, and it looks pretty good, but spraying as a precaution. And then I've got some cosmos. There's the first succession of cosmos, which they have just been prolific. And I've got a smaller section going in, and then this side of the bed was left empty so that I can put one more. I think I can get one more planting in before the end of the season. And then this little one I think is my other plum tree, or pear tree. I have markers somewhere. Let me check. This one is, yes, this one is my pear tree. So spraying with my neem and pyrethrin combination, and then we've got black-eyed Susans that are coming up very nicely. I had planted safflower in between, and I grew safflower last year in a raised bed, and it has a very deep taproot. But this year, all of the rain that we've had has really wreaked havoc, and they have not liked being planted here in this location. So I'm going to try again next year to move them to more of a raised bed to see how they do. But everything in here is a dye crop, or unless you're a tree, then you're a fruit tree. So you're something beautiful and productive, and I just love that. But this is the other plum tree, and it was just being eaten alive. It was almost completely bare and stripped, but through spraying, it is actually coming back. It's putting out new leaves, and it's learning its environment. So making sure I spray this at least 2 to 3 times a week. The issue is that it seems to be raining just about every day, so having to reapply more frequently. My first time doing zinnia, and oh my goodness, you want to talk about glorious and just productive. These are so beautiful. It's a mix of different zinnia in this bed, and every time I pass through here, even though I have the netting kind of supporting them, I'm just waiting for something to shoot out at my feet because it's so tightly packed in here. And so far, no snakes have jumped out at me, but oh look, lots of pollinators. The bees that we have in the back are finding their way down, and it's just been really nice having these here. But they make a beautiful dye. Most of everything in this particular bed produces a yellow. Just if you were to generalize the dye colors. So this is my yellow bed. Another apple, I believe. I've already sprayed that one. There's marigolds here. And then I need to put another planting, one more planting of Calendula down at the end, down there. If you look on the other side, I'm having to kind of weave my way through because these marigolds, even though they're netted, are really, they could stand to be cut back, but they've been producing so well. The rain is a blessing and a challenge, just keeping up with the abundant growth. That was the first succession of calendula here. Those are, I have to pull out today. And then I've got some dandelion in between here, as they also make a nice yellow dye. Dandelion is one of those miracle plants that just does all of the things. And then here's the last little bit of calendula. That was the second succession. So once these come out, I'll be able to get a third planting in. So this is the yellow bed as of right now. It's about 80 feet of integrated fiber and dye crops. And I got 2 more to do, but I'll show you all those later.